phone. We'll go put you down speakerphone, all right? All right. Down Sam's on speakerphone.
Okay, hi Sam. Time being right, it is 6:32 p.m. We're going to conduct the Blawnox Borough Council meeting of October the 28th. And let's call the meeting to order and pledge of allegiance, please. Let's stand. Okay, this meeting is being taped to assist in the preparation of the meeting minutes and for all other lawful purposes. The approved meeting minutes will serve as the final and official record of the meeting. And if you have a problem with your statement or comment being recorded, please let us know. So at this time, Sherry, can you do roll call?
Scott Krause. Sam McNaughton. Gotcha.
Okay. Sherry, if you would please put this in the minutes that, and also we would like the public to know that we held an executive session on Thursday, October the 14th, 2010 at 6:30 p.m. here in Borough Chambers to discuss the litigation, specifically the Bojovic versus Borough of Blawnox. So if you put that in a minute, please.
Am I in it too?
Okay. At this time, we have a guest here from Foxwell EMS.
Good evening. I'm Rick Duffy. I'm the director of Foxwell EMS. We provide emergency ambulance service, advanced life support, paramedic service to the residents of Blawnox, as well as Fox Chapel and Aspenwall. And Tom Smith, Mayor, has been on our board in the past and went off the board, I guess, about a year ago. And another gentleman from the community and also a council member, Randy Stoddard, is now serving on our board as a volunteer. The reason that we hired him is because in 2007, when we celebrated our 30th anniversary as a volunteer service, our board of directors thought it might be a good idea to do a sort of head-to-toe survey of the EMS after 30 years. We basically did a SWOT analysis, which is the strengths and the weaknesses and the opportunities and that sort of thing. And we hired a company from Kansas City, Missouri, called Fitch and Associates. And I know Tom was very much involved in that production. And they told us that we were great. They couldn't understand what the magic was. I told them if they gave us the money back, I'd tell them what the magic was. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you, Randy. Thanks, Tom. Thank you, Council. Good evening.
Thank you.
Okay, pursuant to the procedures established by this council, now is the time for public comment on agenda items. And we'll limit each public comment to 3 minutes. And any of you who want to comment on any of the agenda items, please raise your hand and we'll take them in sequence. Yes, ma'am.
My name is Peg Albright, 141st Street, Blawnox. And at the agenda meeting, last agenda meeting, they mentioned that some of the bond money, or a lot it would have to be, to do the roads in Blawnox. I want to know if the firemen have been notified that their monies for their, well, first it was a fire department, now it's a fire garage, are being eaten up by other things in the borough, which were not really on the list when the bond issue was taken out. I think they're being deceived. Have they been notified?
Thank you for your comment.
Yes,
Laura Wright, business owner at 282 Freeport Road. And I just noticed that there's one ordinance or resolution to be voted on, and I just wondered if there are any resolutions concerning the expenditure of the $2.8 million for this borough. I know it was discussed at the agenda item, and I wonder, is it going to be in any way talked about today?
Thank you.
yes, ma'am.
221 H Street, Blawnox, Melina. I just want to ask, like, I went to the meeting on 25th in school board on the Moon Township, And in that school board, the board members were conducting their meeting, so since we don't have a president of the council here, except that he's on the phone, and that's going to go on for a while because he's going to be in Florida for a while, I just want to ask kindly if our elected officials can run this meeting rather than solicitor, and then solicitor can correct if there is a problem.
I'm not running the meeting, I'm just merely coordinating the public comment portion. By no means am I running the meeting.
I mean, yeah, they're our elected public officials. They're perfectly capable to do so, and that's the one thing. And then the next thing, like Peggy already touched the subject about the firemen, and I want to thank you guys for inviting this gentleman. We are supporting our firemen and anything that is a good quality work. However, you know, there are certain issues like my name was mentioned, and I don't see my name on this agenda. So why did you bring my name up? I don't understand. Thank you.
Any other comments?
I'd like to make an objection. It was time to make comments and you don't answer us. Do you really feel that you're helping us with our questions, trying to participate in Blawnox by ignoring our questions? Why did we come here? To have you people just look at us and ignore us? I object to that.
You'd be looking at R&M sandblasting at a low bid of $38,000.
And then we take away the $23,571 of CDBG money. That leaves for the borough $14,500 each.
Right.
Okay. Sherry, what do we have in the budget for that anyway?
We absolutely budgeted that, and it was about 15,000.
So it's not going to throw us out of budget.
No.
And in my opinion, I think we should very, very seriously consider doing it. Sherry?
Yes, I would recommend it, and it needs done so badly.
Because we've got issues from the residents up there. Okay, at this time I need a motion
I'll make that motion.
for R&M sandblasting in the amount of $38,000. We'll call, need a second?
Second.
Call for question? Okay, Sherry, roll call please.
Denny?
Yes.
Katie?
Yes.
Bev?
Yes.
Randy?
Yes.
Deb?
Yes.
Sam?
Yes.
All in favor, motion carries.
Okay, this is Borough of Blawnox, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, proposed resolution number 2010-12, a resolution of the Council of the Borough of Blawnox, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, appointing Jordan Tax Service to collect the earned income tax for the Borough of Blawnox for the year 2011. Now therefore be it resolved and enacted by the Council of the Borough of Blawnox as follows. Section 1, the Council of the Borough of Blawnox hereby appoints Jordan Tax Service as its collection agent for the earned income tax and local service tax for the Borough of Blawnox for the calendar year 2011. Section 2, any resolution or part of a resolution in conflict herewith is hereby repealed.
Okay, at this time I need a motion that we accept this resolution.
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Call for question? Roll call?
Denny?
Yes.
Katie? Yes. Bev?
Yes.
Randy?
Yes.
Deb?
Yes.
Sam?
Yes.
All in favor, motion carries.
Okay, old business, as you know, we had to give up our name of Light Up Night because they were attaching a fee to it. So Light Up Night this year is going to be 12/2, December the 2nd, and we came up with the name of Night of Lights. So at this time, we need a motion to rename the holiday in December as Night of Lights. So I need a motion from council.
I'll make it.
I need a second.
Second.
Okay, call for question. Sherry, roll call.
Denny?
Yes.
Katie? Yes. Bev?
Yes.
Randy?
Yes.
Deb?
Yes.
Sam?
Yes.
All in favor, motion carries.
Okay, Gordon, I need you to discuss the new...
What's that?
Sherry, I believe that the Robinson Pipe issue, there was an incident that took place with that.
It actually is, we're working on an incident.
I believe that's unrelated to this. Robinson may be involved, but that was work done 2 years ago, I believe. And also Insight Pipe, this was a year to 2 years ago.
And we are actually working with that gentleman and his insurance company, and I will be contacting the subcontractors tomorrow. As well as
So that is not related to this
Not related to this
at all?
at all.
Okay. Alrighty. So at this time, I need a motion that we pay Robertson Pipe Cleaning $44,144.25. And that's estimate number 2.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Second.
Okay, call for question. Okay, Sherry, roll call.
Denny?
Yes.
Katie?
Yes.
Beth?
Yes.
Randy?
Yes.
Deb?
Yes.
Sam?
Yes.
All in favor? Motion carries.
Okay, this is the time designated for other public comment. Does anyone have any comments? Go ahead.
221 H Street. I'm Melina. I just want to ask you, like, why, again, like, why you mentioned my name, and it's not in your agenda. I want to also ask kindly if you can provide the agenda to residents, maybe at the door. Sherry can provide his copy at the door at noon. That's reasonable. So before we come here, we can pretty much have a feel of what's going on. What else? I don't know. I just think that people are tired of this borough doing filing of frivolous lawsuits against the residents of the Blawnox for the years. So I don't have nothing to do with what was done in the past and why our taxes are high until now, much higher than other communities including Fox Chapel that has much higher value of their homes than Blawnox does. So I'm questioning why somebody would blame me and my lawsuit as a bad person that is costing a borough money. Because that's what you guys are planning to do. That's why you're mentioning my name. I want to make sure that you know very well how you conducted yourself, especially mayor for 37 years of this town. So if you want to conduct yourself gracefully, don't attack people anymore. Thank you.
Any other comments?
Peg Albright, 141st Street, Blawnox. It's my understanding that the first payment for the bond issue is due in November. You stated just now there is $83,000 left in the general fund, which I assume that's where the money's coming from to pay that. Now, Randy just brought somebody brought it up, the engineer, that we needed to pay $44,000. So that leaves about $39,000 left. My question being, if that's all the money we got, how are we making this payment in November?
Peg, that list, that general fund that Deb read,
My question being, if that's all the money we got, how are we making this payment in November?
Peg, that list, that general fund that Deb read,
I see on number 11 item that there's going to be federal funding for the sewer repair, which I think probably is a very necessary concern. However, I also address my council members. If it's fully federally funded, at least look in to see if the federal government has any real money, anything other than a debt to give you other than their debt, to pass it on to the rest of us Americans. Well, I'm really concerned about that. I mean, people have to understand this. There is no money, the money is not backed by anything. I'm just concerned about that. I address all of the councils, everyone I go to. It's a concern that I wish this council would at least look into.
Any other questions?
But he said question, that means there's an answer.
Comments?
Well, I actually have a question because I know that uppermost on many of our minds is exactly what's going to happen with the money that was obtained from the bonds. And will there be an open discussion here at council of that? Because it doesn't seem to ever appear on the agenda.
In regards to the bond?
Pardon me?
In regards to the bond?
Yes, and how that will be spent, because we certainly have read in the newspaper now that the bids exceeded the amount that was borrowed, and that there may have to be an adjustment of what is done with that money. And I wonder at what point the council is going to discuss that, and whether there'll be an opportunity for the public to comment too.
Any other questions, comments?
Well, I guess I get a comment. Greg Sample, 26 Riverside Court. Since apparently no questions are going to get answered, I would like to say that 2 years ago, I addressed this council about the house next door to me. That is apparently in the process or not in the process of having a new owner. It is now the third winter. I'm concerned that that house is not going to make it for a third winter. I would like somebody to figure out what I'm supposed to do in the meantime when things start falling off of that house and damaging either my property or people that live there, while the dispute or whatever resolution is going to end up being about this house. You guys can figure it out. Whenever you start talking to people, please let me know.
I would suggest you see an attorney also. Any other comments? No, he may have a legal remedy. Your husband's an attorney.
I have an
But he has to
objection.
pay for it.
Well,
I'm objecting, we're paying you to help, be the solicitor.
any other comments?
Maybe know your
Are there any
name,
other
sir.
comments?
Okay, no?
Could you know your
concludes
name,
it.
sir?
My name is James J. Dodaro.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
At this time, we need to break into executive session for personnel issues. There'll be no voting or anything like that going on. And at this time, it's set 10 after 7. We'll go into executive session.
Are you gonna come back?
There's not going to be anything else. We'll
You can
just
close the
right
meeting
now.
now.
Mr. Dodaro, you lived up to your reputation, I must say.
Thank you. So did you.
Yeah,
Can I get your business card, sir?
I don't have one on there.
Can, we can contact you through Canvas business cards? Thanks. Are we gonna come back?
No, because they're not going to come out.
We're going to be right here.
Are we waiting for you guys?
No, I mean,
Are you married to George?
leave, but I mean, we're not going to.
Yeah, well, tell George, your husband's a friend of mine. He's a friend of mine. Yeah, I knew your husband when he practiced with Tommy Livingston. Yeah, George Martin. Tell George I said hello to him there, okay? Good friend of mine, good lawyer, and a good-looking man.
Well, I mean, I just wondering.
Please tell George I said hello, okay?
Sometimes you do, sometimes
he's
you
my
don't.
lawyer.
Good lawyer. I see. He's a good lawyer, a good man. He's an honest man.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, all right.
Do you think that's good, what they do, don't answer us?